Hey there, what's up everyone? It's your friendly neighborhood YouTuber. Today, we're going to talk about the latest buzz surrounding the Marvel Cinematic Universe. We'll be diving into the post-credit scenes of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 and how they're going to impact the future of the cosmic side of the MCU. If you're a Marvel fan, this is definitely a video you don't want to miss. The movie has not one but two post-credit scenes that are going to set the stage for next phase and beyond. Trust me, these scenes are essential and you won't want to skip them. Plus, we have a new behind-the-scenes updates from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 that reveals a surprising cameo from DC Universe actor who appeared in the Suicide Squad. Before we dive into today's topic, I want to give you a heads up that there will be a lot of spoilers ahead. So, if you haven't watched Guardians movie yet and you don't want to ruin the fun for yourself, check out some of our other videos. You can find the link blinking on the top right corner of the screen and in the description below. Also, I wanted to address a serious issue that happened to my channel in the last week of April. I experienced some cyber attacks or some other YouTube issue, and as a result, our views dropped by 90%. I'm still trying to figure out exactly what happened, but I need your support to get our channel back on track. So, if you enjoy our content, please consider subscribing to our channel, sharing our videos, leaving likes and comments to help boost our content and reach out to more fans like you. And now, let's start with the mid-credit scene. We see Racoon sitting on a dusty planet with the new Guardians of the Galaxy team includes Groot, Adam Warlock, Kraglin, Phyla, Cosmo the Space Dog, and Blurp, wearing new versions of the suits that the Guardians wore during the film. They're shown protecting what seems to be Krylorians on their home planet. Kraglin wants to fight alone, but Rocket wakes up Groot, and the new team charges forward to attack. It's great to see Rocket and Groot back in action, but the new additions to the team are also exciting. Mostly Adam Warlock in particular is a character that fans have been eagerly waiting to see in the MCU. After most of the original Guardians go their separate ways, Starlord makes Rocket the new leader of the cosmic team.
Let me just ask the captain. Oh, wait a second, it's me!
Presumably, he's the one who assembles the new roster of heroes, sticking with his longtime partner Groot and officially adding Kraglin and Cosmo, who helped the Guardians rebuild Nowhere, then save them from the High Evolutionary's ship. In the Marvel Comics, a team is created as an offshoot from the Guardians of the Galaxy called the Annihilators, consisting of characters like Cosmo, Silver Surfer, Beta Ray Bill, Quasar, and Ronan the Accuser. The team was formed with Marvel's cosmic heavy hitters as a deterrent against the universe's more formidable space-based villains. Although the new team established in the end credits scene has an almost entirely different roster, they could become the MCU's version of the Annihilators. It remains to be confirmed if the team will get a new name in the MCU. Adam Warlock starts off as an antagonist to the Guardians, but he's eventually redeemed after being saved by Groot, then joins the team and brings Blurp along with him. The only character whose addition to the new Guardians of the Galaxy team is not explained is Phyla. In the comics, phyla-vell is the daughter of Mar-Vell, the original Captain Marvel. Phyla-vell took on the mantle of Captain Marvel in the comics, then became known as Quasar before eventually adopting the title of Martyr. In the movie, Phyla is played by Kaizen, and is introduced as a member of the latest race that the High Evolutionary engineered to create the perfect utopia. She is saved from the High Evolutionary by the Guardians and taken to live on Nowhere under the watchful eye of Drax. At some point, she joins the Guardians of the Galaxy team. She is depicted as having the ability to wield energy blasts, but it's unclear how she got her powers and if the other children of her kind have powers as well. Now, let's discuss the other post-credit scene from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 and what it means for the future of Starlord in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. In the scene, we see Starlord enjoying breakfast with his grandfather and they talk about a neighbor's lawn. But things get interesting when Starlord's grandfather reads an article about Kevin Bacon's alien abduction, a nod to the upcoming Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special. After the screen goes black, we see the text "The legendary Starlord will return." Now, what does that mean exactly? Well, in the comics, the legendary Starlord name comes from the Marvel Comics. In fact, the title of a comic series published 2014 to 2015 consisting of 12 issues. In the series, Starlord sets out on his own solo adventures, indicating that what's next for Peter Quill in the MCU is likely to be a spin-off from the Guardians of the Galaxy franchise. Nothing is yet confirmed by Marvel Studios except that Starlord will return, and when he does, he'll have a new name. But where will he appear next? The most likely scenario is that he'll show up next appearance as the hero in Avengers Kang Dynasty or in Avengers Secret Wars. Like the new Guardians of the Galaxy team, Starlord will no doubt be called on to help the Avengers when the time comes to take on Kang, considering he's the MCU's next Thanos-level threat. Beyond the Avengers team-ups, Pratt's Starlord could potentially lead his own Disney Plus series, a theatrical film set in Phase 6, or perhaps he'll team up with fellow cosmic superhero Nova. Only time will tell more about Starlord's future in the new Guardians of the Galaxy team. Now it's time to reveal the DC character cameo update that you guys waiting for. Let's talk about a new behind-the-scenes image from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, which has revealed the cameo of another DCEU actor from the Suicide Squad. Marvel Studios has been focusing heavily on fleshing out the multiverse saga, but Phase 5 just finished another trilogy this year. Before getting fully into his DC Universe projects, Gunn had his Guardians of the Galaxy franchise to complete, with the trilogy finale officially out in theaters as of today. It appears that Pete Davidson, who played Blackguard in the DCEU, wasn't the only actor from the Suicide Squad to appear in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. The list also included Nathan Fillion, Daniela Melchior, as well as Gunn's wife, Jennifer Holland. I'm not going to reveal all of their appearance because it will make video too long. The end of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, leaving behind a lot of excitement and a few unanswered questions. One of those questions revolves around the High Evolutionary, the villainous mastermind who caused a lot of chaos for the Guardians. Despite being on his own ship when it explodes, his fate is never explicitly shown. Could it be possible that he survived and could return in the future of the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Well, it's possible, but it's also highly unlikely. While the High Evolutionary was a formidable foe, his return would be a disservice to Rocket's incredibly satisfying arc in the film and the Guardians' final outing. Sure, he could have rigged one of his creations to continue his work or even experimented with immortality through technological advancements, but it just doesn't feel right. Of course, anything is possible in the world of the comics verse of MCU, but for now, it seems that the High Evolutionary's story has come to an end. The other thing which stuck in our mind is why Gamora chose the Ravagers over Starlord. In the final moments of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, we see Gamora make a surprising decision to leave the Guardians and return to the Ravagers, a group of intergalactic pirates that she now considers her family. This decision left many fans wondering why she chose the Ravagers over Starlord. While some may have hoped for a reconciliation between them after the Avengers Endgame, the film depicts their relationship in a more mature and realistic manner. Gamora explains that she is a different person now, having not experienced the same things as the old Gamora. Peter realizes that he cannot force her to fall in love with him again, and respects her decision to go with the Ravagers. It's a bittersweet ending for Gamora and Peter's relationship, but ultimately, she chooses to be with the family that she has found with the Ravagers, rather than with the Guardians. Two of the other characters who officially retired from the Guardians were Drax and Nebula. The duo decides to stay on nowhere at the end of the film, and rebuilding a society for the rescued subjects of the High Evolutionary. Nebula's reasoning is because her own personal childhood trauma, with the character insisting on building a better upbringing for the children than the one she was subject to. Drax is similar, choosing to help raise the children after the loss of his daughter before first Guardians of the Galaxy movie, as he was born to be a father rather than a destroyer. In terms of what the ending to Guardians of the Galaxy 3, the film brings a perfect sense of closure. In spite of the threads left open for future appearances, this iteration of the Guardians is truly over. The film perfectly encapsulates each character arc, from Drax and Nebula's raising of the children to Gamora's search for a family and Quill's reconciliation with his grandfather. The film's ending truly means the end for the Guardians that have been around since 2014. This is typified perfectly by Rocket's arc, which emotionally grounds the entire film and makes Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 one of the MCU's best efforts since Avengers Endgame. And that's it for our side, guys. Overall, the post-credit scenes in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 have set the stage for some exciting developments in the MCU. It's unclear exactly how these plotlines will play out, but fans can look forward to more cosmic adventures and epic battles in the coming years. The end credit scenes of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 offer a tantalizing glimpse into the future of the MCU's cosmic side. The mid-credit scene introduces a new team of heroes, while the post-credit scene sets up a new mission for Starlord. Fans will have to wait and see how these plotlines play out in future movies, but for now, they can rest assured that the cosmic side of the MCU is in good hands. Let me know your thoughts on all of this in the comments below. Also, you can drop your unanswered question from the movie, and I'll make a separate video for that. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more Marvel content. Please go and check out our store, link is in the description. Thanks for tuning in and we'll see you in the next one.